Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Quantum Dungeon. My name is Havoc Shadow, and today we are here with the American Doge.
Hello.
Behind the scenes, doing our tech work is always God of War.
What's up?
Today we are going to construct a character for those who want to get into D&D but don't know where to begin. In this case, we are making a human, a barbarian. Um, so I'm assuming we are doing human, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna keep it with human for now. For
Are
always. I can't change my race mid-game.
are we doing just a straight human, or are we going to look at the variant?
Yeah, I was gonna do normal human barbarian.
So with the normal barbarian, or sorry, normal human, their stats automatically get a +1 in everything. So that's your strength, your dexterity, your constitution, your charisma, your intellect, wisdom. And I believe that is all for the human. I'm just checking.
You got dark vision, so I'm gonna be blind as a human in darkness.
Yeah, he'll be as blind as good old Rogar there.
Yeah, basically.
Where is the human? Right there. So each score is going to go up by 1. Your size is a medium character, so we don't have to worry about that. Your speed as a human is 30.
Mhm.
You can read and write common and 1 extra language.
Dwarvish, please.
So if you scroll down for me, COD, to proficiencies, bottom, yep. We're going to add language, common, and dwarvish. The name that the American Doge has chosen is Oleg, the berserker. So next, let's go into our stats just to get that rounded out. So if you can give me your rolls. Whenever you do stats, the way that you do it, there's a couple different ways. You can either roll 4d6 and drop the lowest number and add them together, those other 3, and that's one of your scores. Different way is there's a spread, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8, and you can choose your stats that way, or 3 15s and 3 8s. Another way is just take a sum total of 27 and use that 27 to break up your numbers.
What did you guys all choose when you first started?
We all rolled.
Okay. I mean, I'll keep it whatever you guys did.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
So if you want to give me 6 separate rolls of 4d6.
Oof.
There you go. All right, right, so we got a 10, a 17, a 19, 14, 2, 3, 4, two
Pretty
more.
close to. Oh. Not gonna lie, I just hit T to type.
Wrong game.
Oh my god, guys, I'm gonna be a monster.
All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
2 more, right? 1, 2,
1, 2, 3,
4,
4, 5, 6.
6.
Got
2
it.
more.
No, 6 total. So our first roll was a 3, a 4, a 1, and a 2. You'd want to drop off the lowest number, which is the 1.
Okay.
So
So
4,
9.
5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 would be the first roll. Plus 1 because of your human, straight human. So that'll still be a 10. The next roll, 5, 5, and 4, which is a 14, plus the additional 1, making it 15. Third roll is going to be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, plus your 1 is a 16. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 for the fourth. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 for the next. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and a 10 again for your last roll.
A 10, a 15, a 16, a 16, and a 10. Wait, I'm missing one number.
A 10,
Mm-hmm.
15,
Mm-hmm.
a 17, a 13, a 16, and a 10.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. No negatives. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got lucky there. So as a barbarian, let me flip over that page real quick.
Tommy Cheese.
Let's have Tommy Cheese. Your saving throws are strength and constitution.
Ooh, yeah.
So mark those right away. And you'll want those 2 stats, whatever your saving throws usually are. You want those to be the highest of the stats out of your group.
Which I would like my constitution to be a 17 and my strength to be a 16, please.
All right. And how would you like to round out your other stats then?
Let's put my wisdom and intelligence as 10s.
Wisdom, intelligence, so they're already set. Leaves your dexterity and your charisma.
Charisma, let's go with 13, and dexterity, we'll do the 15.
All right.
I would add Y.
Okay, so for barbarians, basically, so the reason why I chose to allot my stats like that is barbarians are mainly like your tank. You can do tank damage, which is kind of what I'm going to be going for. But constitution really affects your hit points. So if I'm going to be right in the front taking the most of the blows, I want my highest stat to be in constitution, so I have the most hit points available. My next highest stat, going with the saving throw method, would be my strength. So my 16 went into strength. That affects your pushing, your pulling, your like your roll-offs against people. Like say if I am doing a tug of war with somebody for whatever reason, or an arm wrestling contest, I would roll off against, let's say, Havoc. And if he were to roll a 15 and I rolled a 15, I want the highest possible modifier to be able to offset that. So I just want to be a strong boy, basically. The rest of them, I wouldn't really use too much. So intelligence and wisdom go for like spell casting. And as a barbarian, I don't think I'm going to be spell casting all that often. So those ones are kind of neither here nor there for me. Charisma's nice because it affects like conversations with people. So if I'm trying to barter with somebody, or if I'm trying to convince someone of something or intimidate, charisma goes off of that. And then dexterity is your base armor class. So being the tank, I want to still be able to avoid things since I'm going to be wearing probably either light or medium armor. So right away, if I have a higher dexterity, my armor class is going to be higher, so I can dodge faster.
So in this case, you're not going to be worrying about one of your feats, or not feats, but your skills of the unarmored defense.
Right.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, basically, I mean, what I'll do is I'll most likely, I mean, given the opportunity, I think I'll switch to medium armor, but I want to start most likely with like light, either studded or leather. So having a higher dexterity off the bat will help in making sure that I don't get hit. And if I do, the Constitution will help with that.
Right. So let's take care of your Constitution, or other words, your hit points. As a barbarian, you get a 1d12 hit die. So your hit points is a 12 plus your Constitution modifier. In this case, is 3. So current hit points is going to be 15.
Oh, let's go.
And then from there on after, once you level up, you can either roll a 1d12 or take the average, which is going to be 7.
Which I always decide to roll.
Plus your Constitution modifier.
So I rolled an 11. So an 11 plus my Constitution, which is you said it was a +3?
Yep.
Yeah, I would have starting hit points at level 1 as 14.
No, it starts out at the 12. It starts out at your hit dice.
Oh, it does? Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so it'd be a 15.
Yeah, it's when you level up, and then you roll that hit dice or take the
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Azora High, the prince that was promised. I like it.
So if you can scroll down again for me, COD. We're going to look at proficiencies again. So we're looking at... Oh, that's all you can do? Okay. So as a barbarian, your armor proficiencies are light armor, medium armor, and shields. So we're going to add that under the proficiency section. And then your weapon proficiencies are simple weapons, martial weapons, and that's it. So we'll add that as well. Sorry, did my shit delete? What is it? Medium. What am I doing? Add. Ignore that. Simple. Martial weapons. And then next would be your equipment. You start with either a great axe or any martial weapon.
Can I look up a list of martial weapons real quick?
That you can. And I'm hoping what you described is in that section.
Yeah, I think it should be. Yeah, it is.
Yep. So go ahead.
So I would like my starting weapon to be a great sword.
So we're gonna put great sword in there. Go. Why are you not going in? Why are you not adding?
I think it's still in proficiencies. I got added over there.
It shouldn't be going over there. Stop going over there. Yeah, I deleted it. Go where I want
There
you
we
to
go.
go. Oh my god. Forget it. We're doing it this way. One more time. Just no. Okay. Forget you then. Great, and we'll figure this out later. So we're gonna add great sword to the equipment. We're gonna put great sword in for your attack. Do you have that page open still, or that tab?
For the martial weapons, yeah.
I got great sword.
Oh, you got it. Oh, thank you. You also have your choice of 2 hand axes or any simple weapon.
Or any simple weapon.
Any simple weapon.
Uh, 2d6. Slashing. I think I'm just gonna do a dagger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think me and you are fighting to do things over there, God. We'll fix it later. Type. Why am I having so much difficulties? Got a dagger. Dagger. Close that. We also have an explorer's pack and 4 javelins.
Sweet.
So 4 J-A-V-E-L-I-N-S J-A-V-E-L-I-N-S. All right. And since we are here, we'll go over to the feats and traits. One of your class traits is your rage ability.
The bread and butter.
Absolutely. Class also is your unarmored defense that we discussed earlier. So at this time then, because you don't start with any armor, we're going to change your armor class, which as a barbarian, when you're not wearing armor because of the unarmored defense, is 10 plus your dex modifier, which is 3. I'm sorry, 2, plus your constitution, which is 3. So your armor class is going to be a 15.
Pretty solid.
And that'll be it for that. So once you have your class and race more or less lined out, the next area you want to go to is your background. What that'll do is get you a little bit more equipment and that's where your role playing will start to align up on how you play this character out.
My favorite part.
So what are we doing? Are we sticking with the folk hero for this one?
Yeah.
We're right there. Oh, you know what? We're gonna go back real quick. My apologies. We have to choose your skills. So choose 2 from either animal handling, athletics, intimidation, nature, perception, or survival.
Survival and intimidation, please.
Survival and intimidation. Now we can go to the background. You're skill proficient with animal handling. Pick a different one because you have survival from your background. So either athletics, nature, perception.
Perception.
Perception. All right.
We'll let the elf and the dragonborn do all the athletic stuff.
I don't know. That elf fell off a roof.
True. Big boy Oleg doesn't move around too well.
Choose one type of artisan tools.
Blacksmithing, please.
So we'll put that in tools section. And then your additional equipment that you get are the artisan tools from the blacksmith. So we'll put that in the bio area. Where do we want to put this? You got your artisans tools, a shovel, and iron pot, set of common clothes, and a pouch containing 10 gold.
I'm rich. I
What?
know. My character in one of my other campaigns has like 140,000.
Gold?
Yeah, gold. We sold a +2 great sword, and they gave us 140. It was insane.
See, look how much money you could get if you sell your items there, Todd.
Yeah, if you sell that bow, you'd make a pretty penny. The South American bot.
Now I gotta find my spot.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Evoc Shadow. Happy birthday to you.
Name my character Joiner. I sort of.
Defining events. I know how to read. So did you look at this section of your background when I don't know, because that's defining why you became a barbarian.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have that whole part. Well, I sent it to you, but I have that whole part all pretty much done. But we can go through it piece by piece.
So your options are: you stood up to tyrants, You saved people during a natural disaster. You stood alone against a terrible monster. You stole a corrupt merchant. This is what made him become a barbarian in a sense. Stole from a corrupt merchant to help the poor. You led a Mishla to fight an invading army. I broke into a tyrant's castle and stole weapons to arm the people. I trained the peasantry of a farm implements as weapons against the tyrant soldiers. A lord residing in an unpopular deceased decree after I led a symbolic act. Protest against it. A celestial, fey, or similar creature gave me a blessing. Recruited into a lord's army, I rose to leadership and was commended for my heroism. So, just because I don't know how to work Roll20 yet, what did you choose for this?
Is there a way, or do you guys allow
Your own
like
thing.
custom backgrounds?
Yep.
Okay, because I chose a custom one.
Which is okay. So
It's basically the one that I sent you. But I can explain it out.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, I know. Go and pull that piece out from there at least. And hopefully your cam won't be in my way. And the cam is going to be in my way.
D-Rock, you talk that ish right now, but when you need a sneak attack from a flank, don't be looking at me, okay? Alright? Sucks with 8 hit points. And a sword that doesn't work.
Fucking savagery over here.
You are not worthy without the swordsman's talisman.
So, you want to look at, tell me what you think of that for your defining moments. And let me know if that's the section you were referring to.
Oh, where'd you send it to?
It's on the Roll20. Under bio and additional. You can't see it.
I can't see it.
Do you have the stream open?
Yes.
Talking about the little boy.
Yeah, so basically, my idea behind it was that, little kid, didn't really have too much to worry about. One day, came home, found everybody dead in the house, was basically like forced to leave the house because didn't want to die, and then was picked up by like a wanderer with no name, who basically trained me, and like the event of like everybody dying led me down the path. So yeah. Correct.
So the section I put in here was referring to the little boy that came up to you after you trained, and you took your first kill. So this talking about the defining moment of saying, yes, this is what I want to do, of you taking your first life. That's the section I threw in here.
Yep, that's right.
So then you have a feature of rustic hospitality. Since you come from ranks of the common folk, you fed on amongst them with ease. You can find a place to hide, rest, recuperate among other commoners unless you have shown yourself to be danger to them. They will shield you from the law or anyone else searching for you, though they will not risk their own lives for you. So that will be going under the feats and traits. Rustic hospitality. As a background. So then we have your characteristics being your personality trait, your bond, your ideal, and your flaw. Did you choose? Let's start with personality. Just start from the top. So you have I judge people by their actions, not by their words. If someone is in trouble, I'm always ready to lend a help. When I set my mind to something, I follow through no matter what gets in my way. I have a strong sense of fair play and always try to find the most equitable solution to arguments. I'm confident in my own abilities and will do what I can to instill confidence in others. Thinking is for other people. I prefer actions. And use long words in an attempt to sound smarter. I get bored easily when I'm going with my own destiny.
Okay. So the first one, second one. I just pulled up. This is all in the player's handbook, yeah.
Yeah.
What page is it on?
131. And for right now, I'm just gonna put 1 and 2.
Yep. So 1 and 2.
Just so that way I can refer back to it. I don't have the page open just to copy and paste.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So basically, what it's going to be like is very friendly, like open and very like think Santa Clausy. That like Santa Claus that could like tear you in half, basically. Like walks into a bar and starts talking with like every random person. Like super joyous. But it's definitely from what you described, like I base you based on your actions, not your words. Like you can come up to me and you can talk the most shit and or like insult me or whatever. But if you turn around and do something nice, like I'm going to judge you based on that. Very quick to anger though.
All right. Next is your ideal. Respect. People deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. Fairness. No one should get preferential treatment before the law. No one is above the law. Freedom. Tyrants must be allowed to oppress the people. Might. If I become strong, I can take what I want. I deserve it. Sincerity. There is no good in pretending to be something I'm not. Or destiny. Nothing and no one can steer me away from my higher calling.
So for this one, I think it's trying to think if there's like the closest one to it. Basically, like I have no path, like I have no direction, but my only like ideal is making sure that people who can't protect themselves are protected if I can do that. You know, so if I have the power to change something, or if I have the power to.
So I would think respect refers back to your personality trait, but as well as from what I read, number 6, I think would fit in nicely with that.
Oh.
Wrong area.
I'm on the wrong character. I was like, what the hell is this talking about a captain and a crew?
There's none of that yet. So next are your bonds. I have family. I have a family, but I have no idea where they are. One day I hope to see them again. I work the land. I love the land. I will protect the land. A proud noble once gave me a horrible beating, and I will take my revenge on any bully I encounter. My tools are symbols of my past life, and I can carry them so I will never forget my roots. I protect those who cannot protect themselves. I wish my childhood sweetheart had come to me to pursue my destiny. So I'm assuming 5, since we're talking about protecting those who can't.
Yeah.
You want to throw anything else in there?
Yeah, one second. I'm trying to find where the heck it's at in this
So that will be on
book.
132.
I think my page numbers are different because that's in the rogue section. I think I'm almost there. There we go. So this is for bonds, right?
Yep.
Yeah, basically it's, I mean, I have no family to be really bonded to, so I feel bonded to people who are in need, people who cannot protect themselves, like you were saying. So yeah, I agree with you.
So lastly then will be the flaws. The tyrant who ruled my land will stop at nothing to see me killed. I am convinced of the sacrifice of my destiny and blind to the shortcomings of my own failure. The people who knew me when I was young know my shameful secret, so I can never go home again. I have a weakness for the vice of the city, especially a hard drink. Secretly, I believe that things would be better if I were a tyrant lord over the land. I have trouble trusting in my allies.
I let the rage take over me.
All right.
Oh, actually, I'm a victim to my rage. It's better.
So class resources, we're gonna say rage. You have a total of 2 of them for right now. And other resources, we're gonna put javelins here. And you have 4 of them. We'll deal with that later. It's not important right now. So I'm gonna quick switch over to the Xanathar's guidebook.
Okay. Let me know what page.
Let's start with page 8 once. Would you say you have any personal totems? Real quick while you think about that from what it shows there. So the the player's handbook is just the baseline, what you need for making a character. So as of right now, this character is done. We have everything we need. All the stats are done. All your background's done. So this is a playable character. The Xanathar's Guide to Everything book goes a little bit deeper into the character itself, or has different feats you can take, different spells that you can take for other classes. So I just want to get a little more in depth with the characters themselves to see what other details we can bring out in this character to bring it more to life for the player to play. So, would you have any personal totems?
Yes. So as a part of my backstory, I have a little circular rock that was given to me as a child that I carry around that someone will ask for one day.
So that was a custom one, correct?
Yeah. It's like, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I got one right here. So just like a little circular rock.
Tattoos.
Yeah, so I know everyone's probably seen Kratos's tattoos, like the red ones.
Yeah.
But instead of like down his face and like across, it's just three like big ones. Like say if there was like a dragon like talon that would scratch across, just like red ones straight down the body, straight across.
Yeah. Any superstitions?
Not really.
Okay.
I kind of take the world at face value. Maybe that bears are good luck.
Bears are good luck.
Yeah. Just sounds like something.
Right. I'll add that in here in a second. This is where we're gonna get some real interesting stuff in. Where are we at? Any siblings?
Not anymore. They all got killed. Omega rib.
Family? None. You said that you had Xanathar's Guide open, correct?
Yeah.
Were you born in your village, or were you born somewhere else and then brought to this village?
I was born there.
Don't need to worry about that. Any childhood memories that you want to pick from there, or go with what was in your original background?
We'll just go with the ones that were from my background that I sent you.
All right. Child. Oh,
I would just say like
why can't
the way that it felt to be loved by parents, and then like walking in on all of them dead and stuff. I know.
Yeah, that pretty much covers that. More or less the same thing. What is your age of this character?
37.
37. Which fits in. So life events. There's a table in the Xanathar's Guide book for life events by age. The bracket is 21 to 59, which would fall into, I'm sorry, 21, 37. Nope, JK. So the bracket is 31 to 40 years. But you want to stick with you suffered a tragedy, correct? Or do you
Yeah. Suffered a tragedy, and then if it's like life events all the way up until where I'm at, I would say the traumatic events of the childhood with the family dying, being adopted by this unnamed guy, being trained by him. Oh, go ahead.
So go to tragedy.
Where's that at?
71, which would be the family then. Family death.
Time and life events.
Yep. So blacksmith for that. And I believe that will do. So we went ahead, built the character, got all the baseline stats, got all the abilities, our inventory, our weapons, and then we delve a little bit deeper into the backstory. The American Doge made a incredible backstory. Once he gets introduced at a later date, maybe he'll share more in depth with his backstory. It is so incredible. I got goosebumps reading it. But come game time, we'll clean this up a little bit, make it more streamlined, and we'll see Oleg, the Berserker.
You know what? A great place for family stories is rooftop yoga.
Hey, you know what? He'll be able to climb up there, no problem.
True.
Get up there. You got no excuses now.
Hey, you know what though? Someone likes to partake in drink.
Well,
so someone still might have a little bit of issues.
We'll see.
We'll see.
But that is it. We have our character made. The next time you see Oleg, he will not be at level 1, which is what we started him out at. I don't know what level he'll be at or what kind of
17
item. No,
Yeah,
he's not going to be at 17. No.
Rogar, give me that sword.
Just out of curiosity, do you plan on multi-classing with this?
Probably not.
Okay.
If I do, it'll be later on down the road.
Because I was gonna say, if you do and it's early, I think we need to do another dream talking about multi-classing, because I understand the basics.
Yeah.
But it's about how at what level should you switch out and go into another one, and
That wouldn't be a bad idea to do anyway.
I mean, we could just do that anyway. I multi-class in one of my other ones, so yeah, we could just talk about it, talk about the benefits or the cons and stuff of it.
Right. It's so for those who don't know what multi-classing is, in this case we have a barbarian. You take so many levels in one class, in this case being a barbarian, and then taking another class and starting out at level 1 and 1. So let's say the barbarian was level 5. You're still at level 5, but you're taking another class at level 1. So when you level up to level 6 character-wise, but you're starting out level 5 barbarian, but level 1 rogue, and taking those abilities. So your character, let's say, level up 3 times in rogue, you're still levels 5, 6, 7, 8, but you have 5 levels in barbarian and 3 levels in rogue.
Yep.
So your character itself is still leveling up, but you're not scaling to your class anymore. You're doing 2 different things at one time.
Man, I just want to talk about it right now.
That's definitely another video.
Yeah, definitely. It's a little bit complicated. Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos on it right now, just because I want to do other things, like a more personalized character, but trying to differentiate when to switch between the 2 classes is a lot of diving into the books and learning what all the abilities are.
Yep.
So be sure to check in next time at some point for that whole spiel.
Yep.
But I think we are done for today. I thank all of you guys for coming out. Thank you, the American Doge, for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Character happened for us. Thank you, tech support, Cat of War.
That was a pleasure.
Be sure to follow the American Doge on twitch.tv and Cat of War at Cat of War.
No, God of War's not on Twitch, though. Just saying.
At Mixer. Cat of War at Mixer /
Right.
Cat of War. Hey, I gotta get used to that now.
The American Doge will have a panel below here right after the stream. I made it while these guys were talking, so I'll have this link down there.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.